This is GMODism, Lord Admiral of the Army of Gmodism. You're most welcome to the Slab Man Challenge. Now, the Slab Man was a difficult design, we had some problems, and we have invited you, the commissioned officers, the soldiers, and the personnel of the Army of Gmodism, to improve upon this design and send in what you think it should have looked like. And after your instructions, we have constructed the ships, and we should now begin the ship trials and test them against each other. But first, we will take a look and check all the ships and see that they abide by the rules, and also name one winner of the design challenge. So, of course, combat capabilities matters a lot, but in the Army of Gmodism we care a lot about the aesthetics too. So we will indeed see which one looks the best and has the coolest aesthetics, and name this the aesthetic winner of this challenge.
We will now go through the different Slabmans and check if they are up to standard. We will of course begin with the original Slabman, which I'm not too happy about because it looks like a repurposed cargo ship, as you have mentioned. It does have some EMP insulated lamps, however, so I guess that's nice. So you can see 999,000 materials, so under 1 million. We also have 3 repair bots, and this is what we're going to check for each of the designs which we go through, as well as max 2 repair bots onto the drone itself. There we have it, looking fine. One thing I've added to is some cram mortars. So to conclude, this has 2 diff guns, 420mm. We have some cram mortars. We have the Type N mixed bag little cannon. We have 4 big vertical launch missiles, some interceptors, 3 AoG domes with I think it's AP frag ammunition we settled on. We have some broadside crams. We got more missile interceptors, a LAM system, a big perforating main turret with AP HE and AP frag, some auxiliary crams, and that's of course the 13. That's basically the lead gauge thing. And we have the helicopter we made for the tutorial, but I think it's an unoptimized version. I didn't care to change that. Well, that's probably all fine, so it's as it is. Here we have all the submissions, and we will start in the particular order of the top one first. So here we have Powered by Greed's HC Minuteman, and look here, haha, looking pretty cool. So we got a little AoG Minuteman and a gear with a little lightning bar there. So oh, this wow, the turrets are branded too, that's pretty funny. So Lieutenant Powered by Greed, a commissioned officer in the Army of Gmodism, has submitted this airplane-like build. This looks like a hydrofoil. I bet this will be pretty fast. So what do we have here? Some smaller cannons here on the sides. Oh yes, everything is looking quite decorative. Wow, looks very futuristic. I bet this one will be pretty strong. As for materials, it is within the limits. 2 repair bots, so that's also within the limit. And it seems that it's all fine. We're just diving in here and looking at, of course this is not interiors that are meant to be looked at like that. We got some alloy wedges on the side here. We got some checkerboard aviation type. We got a cram cannon. Let's see here. Maybe we should miniaturize the blocks here. Wow, that's a lot of alloy, and we got a lot of jet engines here, custom jet engines. So it's basically a custom jet engine hydrofoil system. And here within we can also see a laser system, which is indeed EMP insulated as well. Very nice indeed, looking cool. What do we have here? We have a health of 80,000. Yeah, I should probably get through most of the lamps there. And this particular has a high explosive frag, a little bit of EMP. Interesting. Some EMP insulation on the lamp nodes too, so they can't be completely destroyed by some EMP going on there. I must say these turrets look very interesting. And they are missile interceptors. Very cool. Default guidance. Oh, decorator, never mind. Well, looking good. Interceptor. Coordinate between interceptor to avoid overkill. For turrets, I would generally say prefer series control target at launch time. Because if the turret is aiming at the particular thing, they will have a great great chance of hitting. I don't know. If you're watching this, Lieutenant powered by greed, I would do like this. Change this to APN guidance, drag this up a little bit, and you'll still have kind of the same flight time. But anyways, that's up for... there are different ways to do them. And this is a flak, so this is probably a CWIS setup. Alright. More of these, and these tiny things. What are those? APS access intakes, disruptor conduit. Alright, so this is probably some 33 seconds per shot. Okay, that's a tiny little deck gun. But still... interesting indeed. Disruptor conduit. Supposedly it's tries to weaken the shields a little bit. Well, and here we also have a short-range laser. Wow, this looks pretty cool. Very, very modern, and we got a little cable there. That's very nice. Okay, so it will be funny to see this in action for sure. And it's also looking very cool. I will expect this thing to be fairly fast. Well, we should be moving on to the next design. Here we have Hedgehog's Slabman the Lad. As you can see, it's looking pretty sleek and cool. Kind of the same modern feel like the previous Minuteman. So, let us check in here. Oh, the Hedgehog is also a... Matros 3rd class in the Army of Gmodism, if I remember correctly, which is self-assignable. If you wanna be in there. And it will be required for some future challenges too. Okay, we have an integrated, we have a spall liner inside of here. We got some nice wedges to catch incoming fire. Let's see here. Integrated, yeah, I think it's retaining some of the original armor there, some of it. And we have some new turrets and some new shapes mounted onto here. And here, oh, we can actually walk under here. That's nice. Here it looks like something is missing here. Not completely smooth out there. And what are we having here? For an 8mm APS, this one is firing armor-piercing high explosive then. Well then. Ooh, and it has a cockpit area, or a little command center. Very nice. Staircases down here. And we can walk out there too. Isn't that quite nice? The bow has been reshaped a little bit, but it definitely still looks like a Slabman design. Pretty hard to integrate this hull as I experienced myself, and I think that our Matros Hedgehog has made a pretty fine job of it. It also has some dishes to remove fog of war, if indeed this one would end up in in my fleet, in my second chapter frontier fleet, which we're going to conquer Nether with. If it ends up here, it has some detection components, which is a very nice little addition. Oh, and a little protected camera there. Well, will be highly interesting to see how it performs in battle later too. And I checked it out a little bit. Oh, and here we have some packs, just wanna see. I'm not so good at making packs, so I just wanna see what type of setup this is. Impact pack, not very focused, charge time, not overclocked. Okay. And inside here, oh, here we have a torpedo, is it? We have side torpedoes. Well, it is definitely approved. We'll move on to the next design. Oh my god, next one is pretty funny. So, Maklik has made the damaged Slabman. So this poor thing... Oh my god, if this ends up in the fleet... No, that's my helicopter. It looks like a wreckage from MechWarrior 4. From one of my... That's probably my favorite game. I'm not gonna lie. MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. It looks like a aircraft wreckage from that. Oh no. This is nothing to laugh at. Well, our Army of Gmodism spotting officer seems to have gotten a fatal wound. Nothing to laugh about indeed. Oh my god. What the... That's a detail. That's a detail, man. I must say, this is so funny. Okay, so Maklik... I kind of feel like Maklik saw the Slabman and was like, no, I'm not rebuilding this hull. It's too bad. And then was like, wait, let's make this funny. Okay, so the systems are kind of destroyed from within here. We obviously have some internal burning here. It's melting. We're having serious... Okay, so we don't have forwards propulsion anymore, apparently. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is a 18 millimeter. This is this... Oh my god, this is... That's a lot of stabilizer fin bodies. I have not seen something like that. Okay. We're gonna turn on our HUD here a little bit. 30 millimeter it is. 2100. That's some quick RPM. So this is an underwater sandblaster. Okay, it has underwater sandblaster. We have some damaged holes here and there. We obviously use some smart painting. Oh man, we didn't even try to put some mimic on this thing. This is an other. This is like the paint stripper, isn't it? What is this now? This is interceptors. Yeah, okay. We have sonar. So this is basically a wrecked super sad Slabman with... Oh man, this is oh yes, this is just a brick. Look at that. So this is the railgun system that powers the paint... this is not the paint stripper. That... Well... secures and holds the system, which is just shooting underwater and basically sandblasting us away. 30 millimeter, that's a proper sandblaster. We seem to have some really poor... No, it's not quite... No, it... Oh, it is insulated. No, it's not... It's almost insulated. This thing can get... This AI can be insta-fried if it gets a bad hit, but It's not properly insulated. It has connection points to some important stuff there. Right, so this is gonna be highly interesting to see. Seems to not have repair bots, so yeah. Can't see it breaking any rules. It's funny as hell, but I don't think this one is winning any any aesthetics competition. It's like my original design, but sad. Super sad. Oh man, okay, well, this might be the funniest one, or we'll be moving on. Well, GG my click. Next up, we have Skorubus filled in watermelon version 2. This one looks like a quite min-max design, I would say. We got some... We do not have a superstructure. It's superstructure free. Ooh, but I like this shape here. This was not on the original. This is a little addition. This kind of, I think. Anyways, I like that one. Is this a azipod on a... Why is it on a piston? What is this? Oh, it's just a bunch of these. That actually looks pretty cool. Looks like some kind of missile out. Pour of some kind. Additional VLMs, yes. I like that top here. Looking pretty cool. I wonder if they open. Ooh, chaff emitters. I never really used them. These will increase our radar signal and make it so that radar guided stuff will hit less, well, basically. Squash head armor piercing. Okay, so seems there is a lot of squash on this thing. Armor piercing flax. Got some different for the different types of guns here. We got some packs too. Scatter lens. Alright, this one is piercing, and is this open here? What? Aha, it has a little end thing here, it's just hidden. Well, that explains. Well, it ain't pretty. It is perhaps very min-max, and it may be indeed the winner in the battles. We shall indeed see. In any case, it abides by the rules and is definitely approved, and it definitely retains the the flat cargo feeling of the Slabman, so it's very recognizable. That's true. Next up, we have this. This is the Slabman refit by Crazy Kid, and it is version 69. GG. So, here we have it. Ooh, this back looked a little bit nicer. So, anyways, we have flat pancake cram here. What is this? It's it has. Does it have a lot of health? 45, somewhat. Won't get through any lamps, but well. Cram indeed. Oh, we have some sideways stuff there. Is this a chimney? A piston? Right. AI. Visual camera. I'm feeling this. Is this gonna be some periscope of some kind? Well, I guess we will notice later indeed. And these four cram cannons are facing each other. Right. Here we have another one. Oh, it seems to be a little... Oh, interesting. It seems to be a detection periscope of some kind. Which is probably can be a good idea. I'm not sure this launches itself. But it's probably a good idea to have it like this. Interesting. Well... And back here we got a couple of missile interceptors too. And they have frag warheads, and that's not gonna help the missile interceptor do their job, I'm afraid to tell you. I tested it myself a lot of times because I thought that was the case before, but the fragments from the missile interceptors, like the frag warheads, they don't damage other missiles, sadly. So that's some wasted stuff. Here we have compartmentalized the float dissection. Very smart. And oh, this is an auxiliary floating thing, is it? Weird shape. Is this some shenanigans I don't know about? So if this gets shot away, this can replace it when it gets damaged, something like that. We have a lot of compartments here, that's for sure. And here we have some very flat cram cannons. Ooh, reminds me a lot about something. I don't really watch. I just skimmed a little bit, but Borderwise had a thumbnail with these and tested them somehow. I remember that a little bit, so maybe it's inspired from that, because I thought about that instantly when I saw those cram cannons. I've seen Borderwise have pancake crams many times too. So who knows? Maybe it will prevail, or maybe not. Ooh, that's a lot of heavy armor. We can see some improvement here in terms of EMP insulation, because you can see that this one, like the heavy armor, connects to the metal and leads it down, and behind of there we have the AI. So this is the thing that could potentially be EMP fried. What is the deal with these though? Why do we have... Wait, did it just disappear? Why do we have... That's so strange. It seems to be them who have gotten up here. I was thinking, is this some kind of weird sheet? But no, it's just some visual bug. In any case, it indeed abides by the rules, and it will be highly interesting to see how it performs. We got a little detection tower here. EMP insulated sandwich thing. Very nice. And yeah, let's move on to the next, which is Skorubus Slabman Heavy Cruiser Mark II, which looks potentially quite dangerous. Right, so we got some new turrets here. These looks pretty scary. This is an EMP. Pure EMP? Interesting. The cram systems have been removed, and the main gun here is replaced by an AP frag fused level design. We have a big hole through here. Cool. This is hole B on the ship. If you're looking for the A hole, he's reading this. Not funny. Wow, okay. Funny joke there. Okay, so we have a contestant for the funniest ship. This thing looks like some kind of laser meme. No, not laser. This looks like a spacer meme thing that will go up in the air and use some laser guided missiles. 3 repair bots there, and yeah, it does indeed seem to not be any funny business here. So, Skorubus Slabman is approved and checked, and we'll go over to the next little ship, which will be Tameras NNV Target Dummy, which is exactly 1 million. Interesting. Underwater packs, well, why not? We actually, you know, they work as well underwater, so why not use them underwater? Okay, we have a Slabman design, except this one looks angry and slightly insectoid somehow. Netramera has that effect on the builds. Okay, we can go down here and enjoy. We have some simple weapons there, some VLM, an AoG flag, very nice. Well, it's on my system. Ooh, look here, we have some integrated azipods here. And these are, yeah, why not? Why not integrated azipods here? That's pretty cool. Got a lot of black painted wood inside of here. We have an upgraded laser system, bigger engines. We have some funny business missiles. Will be fun to see them in flight. Looking pretty cool. Will be chillin'. 3 repair bots there, and within materials as well. I'm just a little bit curious, where did all the materials go? Oh, let's see here. So here we have the front-facing pack. They're there. And inside of here, it's just... because this is exactly 1 million. Oh. It's... oh my god. Okay. Here is the budget. Here we have some... one of the largest torpedoes I ever seen. Okay, there is the budget. Alright. I was thinking like, where is the cost from this? Alright, and we have a pretty large laser system. And some laser outputs here and there. And yeah, this thing, it's very, very, very little... cute turret there, but this has a serious burn rate. Put on your sunscreen, this laser is going to fry. Anyways, looking good, abides, and his interesting little design here looks very Tameras-like for being a Slabman, which we can still see it is. So let's move on. Next up we have Snivolord's Slabman, what was it called now? Slabman boat. It was so simple. And we have some cram mortars. We got some lambs, some more cram mortars, a very compact tri-barrel cram turret, and a command deck we can't see out of. Well, why would you want to do that? Then you will see the enemy, which would be very sad. And this one is rotating and looking cool like that. We have locked in the propellers a tiny bit more there. Are there like more ones, but they're just hidden here? Quite possibly. Large wheel, no? Why so many wheels? Well, in any case, that's how that is. We have a couple of, okay, missile interceptors or torpedo ones. And look there, a underwater pack unit. Which goes up. This is actually a decently large pack turret, is it not? Well, will be very interesting indeed to see this thing. And yes, it abides, and well, see this thing in combat. It's going to be very interesting indeed. So, next. And here we have Kevin tries HMS Rise, or Matros 3rd Class. Kevin Try, it should be, of the Army of Gmodism. And Kevin Try is actually the guy who suggested the Slabman challenge, because I was a little bit slow with the other challenge, which will come later. During a stream when finishing this thing, I was a little bit unhappy with the end result of my Slabman, and then basically Kevin Try did suggest that why don't we do a Filky challenge? And at first I was like, maybe not, it will take some time, but I will soon get to the real challenge. And then time went, and it didn't happen. So we're having the Slabman refit challenge instead. So thank him for that. You see, coming by our streams and suggesting some stuff can have big implications. Okay, we have some spalling protection using a lot of heavy armor. Heavy. This thing is so heavy. I would expect it has some better floating capabilities when it's actually moving forward towards the target or anything like that. Because I would assume circle at distance. Yet yes, it has a maneuver. So right now, when it's a little bit like this, it's looking a little bit sad. It's almost encroaching on not looking too much like a Slabman, but we can see this is the bow, this is the side hull shape. It's been shortened off so much, but yeah, it retrains the most important shapes in another format. So yes, it works. A lot of shields here. Okay, 433 millimeters. What do we have? 2 seconds per shot. That's pretty fast. Yeah, man, this is some pretty really big turrets. And they do have some emergency ejectors going on there, as well as emergency ejection defuses, so they won't go up in one kaboom if they get hit. Okay. Well, they shoot pretty fast, and I think all the budget is spent on these 2 turrets basically, so it will be very interesting. And we'll see. Is this thing gonna be fast? 36 meters per second? Yes, it's going to be pretty fast. Well, I think these cannons can tear some serious holes. But that will be seen later on. So we'll be moving on to the next ship, which is Bartolomeos. I'm just so used that it's Bartolomeos, but it's not. It's Bartolomeos. Army of Gmodism, a trawler-like heavy cruiser. Well done. Well, this is some patchwork painting, if I ever seen some. Okay. What do we got here? This... I don't know. I don't know. But I think this is gonna be a pretty min-max build. Oh my god. I never seen anyone use azipods like this. It looks like something that's used for parking other ships, like mega ships. Like you take in this, and it's super maneuverable, and it can help you park bigger ships. I don't know. This should probably just have a big crane. So right, what do we have here then? This, okay, a very angular turret like this, APS, 5 barrels. And we have an armor-piercing armor-piercing secondary heat shell. Yeah, this is gonna be scary. This is gonna melt through some heat defenses for sure. Alright. We have some missile interceptors there. And on the sides here, not to forget, we got some cram. Alright, pretty interesting. Some 200mm stuff going on there. Shell health, yeah, that's 70,000. It's probably gonna break through most lands. Wonder if it switches broadside when it gets damaged or after some time or something. Then it could really utilize that. Well, looks like a very strong build indeed. And 3 repair bots. Well, it is approved. Let's move on to the next one. Ooh, and I forgot to show the interiors. It actually has interiors. Look, it have a little camera thing, and we can actually enter it from here. Well done. Let's look at the Slabman pizza. Sumner 8305. Oh my god. This thing span around a little bit. This is probably a tactical nuke. Yeah, that's the sub-object. It just got spawned in there. Okay, so it's gonna launch for the enemy when it's actually facing a real deal thing. Well then, Pizza Sumner. What is this color scheme? It's weird and I like it. We have some crams going on here, so it seems that a lot of people have fitted their Slabmans with crams. What is this like? What? Okay, this should probably be a diff civs. It's probably, yeah, okay. Funny civs, XD. Flak, okay, that's flak civs. Cool design though, it looks so smooth. Very interesting, looks very modern. Kind of space-like. Alright. Excuse me, we have wooden... Wood? Really? And this is supposed to reduce the damage, and we have some era behind us. Alright, alright. Heavy armor stuff there. Interesting indeed. More crams, and this is supposedly probably also diff. So some side-mounted APS in any case. Wonder, this looks like this will prefer the left side when dealing battles. And what is this? Is this... Ooh. We got interiors. We indeed got interiors, so we need to have a little interior tour here. This one is looking pretty dandy. Recoloring this with some AoG colors, and I do think this could look pretty decent in the second Frontier fleet. But of course, before that we need to do some assessment in terms of battle testing as well. But we can see here, this looks pretty cool. We have some real notes here. I'm even using real notes as we speak. We have some drawers. I also use drawers. What a coincidence. We have the same camera on all screens though. Well, I guess if one goes down. Extra storage. Okay. Why not indeed? Why not indeed? Shelves going on there. Yeah, well, we can walk down here. We got working benches. We have a teleport. Whoops. Let's ignore that. I don't use teleporters very often, yes. And here we have a little AoG engineer repairing an engine. How nice is that not? More notes. We like notes. AI components not in use. We love AI components not in use. Just kidding. I love these boxes that stands all over the place. It looks pretty cool. Diff, fire away. So this is probably going to deal pretty well with some civs coming in. No, not civs. This is gonna deal pretty well with crams coming in using its civs. Well, this thing has some good design. That has to be said. I think this this might be the best design so far. I really like the Minuteman too. Looks very cool. And this has the nice interior, which is always a big bonus, of course. Nice little connection, a detection platform going on there. Yes, indeed. And there we have it. It does abide by the rules too, so we don't have to disqualify ships either, which is nice. Well, looking very cool. I strongly like this design. It's much nicer than the original Slabman, that has to be said, and it's probably more combat capable too. But alas, we don't know that yet. We shall see in the battle tests. So let's move on to the next design, which will be Nova Galaxy's XCA Coastal Attack Barge. And what do we have here? Wow, we got the red stripes that Nova Galaxy often uses. We got some of the weapons intact. We have the original Slabman's little missiles. No, that's not missiles. GMODISM, what are you talking about? You don't know anything about this game. This is crams, not some VLMs. Here we have... Is this the 420? Yes, it is. But with a additional little muscle thing. Right, and here we got some interceptors that were originally on the Slabman, and Nova Galaxy has put in some APS 200mm, and this particular one uses armor piercing heads with some extra AP values. So kinetic. And how fast are these now? Maybe I can just do like this. Right, so we have 72 RPM, 76 RPM. So they're not sandblasters, but they shoot pretty fast. And here we got a little auxiliary cram cannon system, or maybe not auxiliary, because the shell health is 134,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. And it shoots every half minute. Yeah, this probably qualifies as a doom cram. Yeah. So, ooh, interesting little roof thing here. So this is the little deck. We can sit here, see out of this. Yeah, big flat roof. Looks like a combination of sci-fi and ancient Asian roof designs. And here we can see, oh, we got some of those left too there. Interesting. And yes, check on that too. So, it abides by the rules. It's looking like a Slabman, looking nicer than the Slabman, and having a Nova Galaxy red stripe touch. So, will be interesting to see how this one performs on the battlefield. Let's move on to the next design. Actually, we're going to take the next design because Setup has been teasing me a little bit with images of the Stridsjacht. So we will be looking at Justin DVG AoG Slabman. I don't know if this is a Deepwater Guard inspired design, maybe. We'll see. DVG AoG. Have we combined our forces? Didn't notice that on the strategy board. What did you do, Justin? Have you made some deal with the Deepwater Guard? My god. Oh my god, yeah. Justin definitely made some deal with the Deepwater Guard. I don't know if that counts as mutiny. I don't think not, because we haven't started the campaign yet. Right there. So we are a little bit unsure on how our relations with the Deepwater Guard are. So why not? Here we have a... I don't know if this is an in-game Deepwater Guard design. I think it is, but maybe it's not. If Justin made this, it's super cool. And if it's made for the original like Deepwater Guard faction, it's also super cool. Very nice. Okay, we have some wheels to propel us forward, maybe from the crossbones or maybe not. Ooh, this turret. This is my turret, but it suddenly changed to cram. Wow, that's a lot of work, like remaking the turret, but putting in another system. Wow, okay, I think I've seen this before. This looks so funny. Okay, so we have a AoG Deepwater Guard officer that has been passing out on a gaming table. You know, it happens. Alright. Cool, interesting. We have some mix. It's really a mix of the Deepwater Guard and the Army of Gmodism's earlier Slabman. So this will be a really interesting thing. If we play the campaign and we somehow combine forces with the Deepwater Guard at some point, I just feel we have to bring this guy in. Ooh, and here we have some sideways cram cannons going on there. We're gonna check some numbers. I did some checking and it doesn't really abide by the rules. It actually has one repair bot too many, but this is such a minor fix. I'll just remove it myself and save it again. So if we'll look here on the block counter, can check again here, and they should now be 3. Let's see, a repair bot, yes, 3. The aviation vehicle has 1 repair bot, so it could indeed have 1 more. But you know, we should follow the rules, and now it abides by the rules. So, and if anyone doesn't know, it's pretty funny. It has rams though. That's nice. I hope it will be have a chance to use them. But if anyone doesn't know, what you basically do to check, you click Shift E, block counter, and then you can see the amount of blocks here. Anyways, Looking nice otherwise. I like this mix. Will be funny to see this faction mix up in the battles. Let's move on to the last ship. Oh my god. This thing is Setup's Slabman Stridsjacht. And it's looking very nice. Oh my god. It has so many details. Okay, this will be a deep dive. This has so much detail put into it. This is insane. Wow, okay, this one looks amazing. So Setup, also called E-Lord, I think, also made the Turtle Lord, which is a very amazing build. And you can see the amount of details put into this. So yeah, let me think a little bit. Does this look better than the original Slabman? Yes, it does, of course. This looks amazing. Okay, Stridsjacht. Heavy Cruiser. Army of Gmodism. Very nice, in theme and everything. And did you notice this crane? This might be the coolest crane in From the Depth to date. It may indeed be. It may indeed be. Probably a couple of sub-objects just for this crane. My god. Well, okay, that's very cool. Wait. Oh, it's sun shares. With tiny drinks. That are... Let me see this. What is this? Okay, so is this a piece of electric equipment? Is this some kind of oily drink? Of course it is. It's oil. For the Rambot. Because it's rusty. Look at that rust. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see it needs to be oiled. Don't you oil your Slabmans? Don't that too. But remember to lubricate your Rambots. Okay, let's move on. And look here, we even got a little meeting room. Well, we should be looking at the systems first. So let's see if it indeed abides by the rules a little bit here. Yes, indeed. So, it indeed has 3 repair bots. We are in the material limit like that. Now we should check out some of the systems here. So what is this, I wonder? Wow, that's... That's so cool. Okay, so this... Like seriously, this turret, I kind of feel like I may need to outright steal. This looks so nice. It is for the Army of Gmodism, so it's fair to steal this turret if we use it for some future thing too. I think this is a diff gun. Let's see here, what is this? It's a flak. Yeah, this is probably a Civs flak system. Yes, we have a Civs controller there. Right. I just love these cannonball stacks. Oh my god. So we should be looking at the details later. We have some 64 pounders on the side, which is accessible of course. More diff guns here. Here we have a very interesting little turret, which is... let's see what this has for armaments. So, access the intakes, heavy head, sword body. Okay, this is a... Is this a sandblaster, I wonder? 100 RPM, I think it may be indeed. 100 millimeters, so this is more like a gravel blaster. Right, very nice. Here we have some big railguns going on here. Looking pretty nifty. Let's see what we got in here. This particular barrel does shoot AP frag. Interesting indeed. Oh, and a little area for the chains to the anchors. Of course, we'll have to have that. Well, we'll need to do a proper tour of this thing. Wow. This is so much. Oh my god, this looks so cool. I got some sneak peeks before, I must say. This is why I wanted to look at this last. because like seriously, setup is at another level to a lot of builders, especially myself, and I feel it wouldn't be fair to show anyone else's build after this, because I think we all know who spent the most amount of time on his Slabman, and that's setup. I think setup spent probably a lot more time on his Slabman than I did on my original one. And seeing this result, I'm not even sorry about it. This is so cool. We have an aesthetical prize to hand out to the most aesthetical build. While Lieutenant powered by Greed's Minuteman Slabman looks very, very nice. I love this Minute Slabman. And the Pizza Summoner's Pizza Slabman, Slabman Pizza, looks very nice as well, and it has very cozy interiors.
A lot of fantastic designs has been sent in, but we must name one, the winner of the design and aesthetical compartment, as is quite important in the Army of Gmodism. And the winner is Setup. You have provided us with some ingenious features, as well as stunning aesthetics. We shall indeed use this design for luxurious escapades in the seas of the Nether. Very impressive indeed. So, thanks a lot for building such a beautiful vessel that really honors the Army of Gmodism. Thank you.
And we're going to dive through this in detail, of course, because this deserves a detailed look, because it's a detail all over the place. Now, the Minuteman has very nice and sleek exterior design. It looks so fast. I'm very, very curious to... Oh my god, the speed of this thing is 87 meters per second. It will be lovely to see this in action. I think this will be a super cool thing. However, while the exterior shape is super cool, it doesn't have interiors. This thing has a super cool exterior shape. It does not have an AoG color scheme, but it can easily be repainted too, so that's fine too, but it's looking very, very nice. And it has some pretty darn nice interiors here. This is beautiful little command bridge. It really looks like a service and maintenance ship. We have even some bay to put in a ship here. Yeah. And that's probably where the nuke will spawn too. So it looks amazing. I love this little tiny AoG engine repair man and stuff like that. It looks very amazing, but man, we're gonna look at this thing in detail. Oh my god, we're just gonna check this thing out. It's an 18mm 2600 RPM. My man, this RPM is a good bit higher than the game's maxed limit. No reason to have anything below 2400. I've tried and it doesn't work. But anyways, 18mm of what then? Shape charge? Alright, this is an absolute heat spammer. So this is gonna spam some super tiny heats into the enemy. Alright, interesting indeed. Well, let's do the interior walk tour. So here we have the little control panel and the captain's seat, which even has some small cute metal wheels on it. What more could we wish for? And because you've complained to me a lot, I've switched back to Rambot, so I'm not a traitor anymore, if you wondered. Any case, we have some cool mechanical units here, so we can kind of conclude that we actually mechanically command the ship from here. How some ships are actually working, by the way. A lot of ships have mechanical rods going from the command deck down onto controlling the real components. Right, we have some extra computers here, a map over the nether. What more could you wish for? And we have this little... Is this an elevator? I think it might be. Well, in any case, here is an opening. We can go outside, get some fresh air. There we go. It is an elevator. Isn't that super cool? I never really used these button units much, but wow. Walking out here, we'll just need to check. So we have golden donuts as life buoys. Isn't that very nice? Alright, we can go back here, and when we do that, we come... Wow. This is a very nice glass table. I never even thought about the design like that. And we can climb down to this level from here. Isn't that quite nice? Well, we are not going to. We're gonna climb up here. Wow, this is completely walkable. This is a piece of art. Look at... Oh no, we can't walk on this. Look at that table though. I think I want one. I think I'll need to steal that. Maybe not. I think it's gonna be hard for me to steal that. Oh my... Are you kidding me? We have bottled ships. We have a bottled cargo ship. I feel like we almost need to remake this ship and put it into the lore. Oh my god. That's so much detail. And we have some random drinks standing about here. We have a sailing boat in miniature in a glass bottle. The level of detail on this thing is absolutely insane. Here we have an empty glass bottle. I wonder if we can fit a miniature Slabman in here. No, that's not possible. Actually it is. We can take a picture of the Slabman, upload it as a PNG to Discord and put it in here via a projector. So it is possible. In any case. And here we have a little captain's bed where we can chill about when we're not doing anything important, which we would be doing all the time. Oh my god, we can sit in here too. Isn't that quite nice? Well then, we can walk out on this little deck here, seeing a nice view over these cannons. And we got some extra detection. Well, isn't that quite nice? So, let us find... We open that and that. And oh, here we can walk down. Right. So, having the larger cannons going on here. And we are obviously out on sun deck now. Which we can clearly... I tested that. I didn't think he would. But yes. Yes, he did. So, setup has included seats in the decorative sun. Of course, why not? Because otherwise they wouldn't be usable. That's so cool. Okay, and we have an oil and a fresh motor oil drink here. So we can sit here and enjoy ourselves. Isn't that quite nice? Alright, we should proceed. Can actually walk up here. I just love that we have a sun deck. Why would we not have a sun deck? Oh no. Teleported back and conveniently got back to the sun deck. What stridsjacht does not have a sun deck? Well, all good stridsjacht have a sun deck. That's setup's new standard. Okay, this is some crammed areas here. So here we can... Oh, we can actually go through here, it seems. And these we can actually go through and around the turrets. Oh, wow, okay. This nice little security addition to the ladder here. We're just going to go back here because I believe we have something interesting here. Oh, indeed. Here we have a little tiny bar area Isn't that quite nice? So, we have a glass table, some drinks, and this is a remote control. Don't tell me this does anything, does it? Well, it has started to rain, and unfortunately it's raining in. But these sofas are very cozy, and I'm very happy that we can sit and chill in these sofas for sure. Okay, so that's pretty nice. I think we should move on here. I'm wondering if there is some kind of activation thing somewhere somehow, because there is a lot of spin blocks all over the place here, and I'm not really sure what they're doing. In any case, if we miss something, we'll be checking that out in future videos when I've asked setup about it. This ship is so cool and decorated. I think it needs a user manual. Let's move on. So, we are walking alongside the deck here, looking out to all of these areas. And here we... oh no! I fell down into the pool. I saw a picture of this before, that's too funny. Right, so... it's perfectly at water level too. Oh my god, we have... ladies and gentlemen, behold the first proper pool in from the depth. Isn't this quite beautiful? We even have a little pool toy. Isn't this quite cute? And if you say no, you're just wrong. Wow. Okay. God. This ship is like an entire movie set. I hope you all understand that we probably need to use this ship in some future videos here, yeah? Alright, so let me see here. That's probably not shares, is it? Well, they're not, but that's for the better. Look here, a little safety ladder thing so we can climb up in case we fall down. Isn't that quite nice? I just like, oh my god, the interiors here. That's so cool. We need to... there are so many areas we need to check out here. So here we have the pool. But I feel like we should probably... as we accidentally fell down before. Oh my god. We have an aquarium thing here. This is a miniature of the rat thing, is it not? It says something. Ah, Snivolord was here, which is Setup's Steam name. So when you upload some cool stuff, you'll see it there. Oh, by the way, I think Setup or Snivolord said that when this video goes live, this very beautiful little ship in AoG theme will actually be downloadable. And if that's not correct, I'm sorry. I think he said that before. I'm pretty sure actually that should not be correct. So if he hasn't changed his mind, this should be downloadable so you can take a look yourself, because this is so cool. Anyways, we have an aquarium with a turtle, homage to the Turtlelord, of course, and we have a little beautiful little scene here with a turtle and the miniature rat that lives here. And this is the rat, because that's the ship name. Well, moving on, we have some more corridors here, and we even have some handles going on here. Like, look at that. These corridors, we have like the AoG proper colors and everything. We got the gold trim and the black secondary, so much detail. So here seems we got the area where everyone, or the personnel, is sleeping. And I couldn't agree more. This is of course bonus points. A true GMODIST indeed. Setup is indeed a true GMODIST. So let us explore this thing a little bit more. I'm getting lost. I am not very good at not getting lost. Oh, we can walk down here too. Did I? No, I actually walked up. So yeah, here we can control them on the side. Oh, that's the pool. Okay, never mind. Let me go back. So you can get lost in this thing. It's that detailed, isn't that nice? The bunks, we have the most important message of the day. If you haven't already subscribed, you should indeed. And here we got some cloth hangers. Oh no, that's kind of like medical equipment hangers. Some nice cozy beds, and I think this is the type of medical treatment that would be handed out to traitors to the Army of Gmodism, most likely. So let us move on here. Okay, that's the other side of the bunks, and inside here we have, oh, isn't that quite nice? We have a public shower room with tiles and everything. Super fresh blue water. And toilets. Because of course. And we can sit on them. Of course we can. Do not disturb. Next desktop background is already decided. As you can see. Alright. Here we can walk up. Oh, we had an access point via this area here, right? So there we have an access point down to this level. And if we walk further a little bit, we get to, oh, indeed. Here we can command the cannons. Isn't that quite nice? So we have some cannon barrels lined up here. We got some gunpowder. And this is the food cantina. Of course it is. God damn it, this is so detailed. It still looks like from the depth, but almost not. It looks like this looks like from the depth 2 or something. So much detail. And here we have another bar, and my favorite glass table here again, being accompanied with a little flax seaweed system on the sides here. So within this area, we have a little scene and a little where we can have some shows. And here we have some extra colorful drinks of all kinds of lubricants and AI fluids and stuff like that. Yes, we can sit in this chair as well. That is amazing indeed. I just love that the chairs are sittable. And here we are obviously playing some, what is it even called? Billiard. Is that pool? I think it's pool. In any case, very nice indeed. That's so much detail. Like, we looked at so much detail now. We're almost soon, we're slowly becoming immune to details. This is amazing. Okay. Let us, ooh, a little DJ desk. Isn't this kind of cool? This is making an old-fashioned video, and it's on screen. Well, amazing. So, accompanying this, we have that. You know, this fits pretty well in this bar club area because, you know, I guess that's useful if you were a human. But maybe you are in here. Maybe you are a human inside your Rambot suit, like the avatar from the dev team made. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Oh my god. So I will try to not get lost on my way back. I'm glad we have the glass roofs there. It decreases my risk of getting lost a tiny little bit. Of course, it's impossible to avoid. I just love that the duck is just sitting here at just the right level. God, a rubber duck. That's so nice. Okay, so here we probably have some ammo lines that are getting distributed for the cannons there. Yes, and we can sit on this one too. Of course we can. Well, that's quite nice. So we have a little toilet here, because of course, if you man these scans here, you might need to go to the toilet at sometimes. Right, so here we have some cargo brought to you by E-Lord. That looks so amazing. Okay, we have extra toilets. You need many in case the personnel, the commissioned officers and the enlisted personnel breaks the toilets. Happens all the time in the AoG. We'll need to replace them. We also got some extra cannons, because those needs to be replaced as well when they're used up. Alright, so here we have the cranes. Of course, it is loading the materials. We even have a little well for the crane here. Some extra storage units, auxiliary extra components spread out like this. Isn't that quite nice? And we have a nice little sofa area here. There's a lot of places to sit around in. We even have a little fontaine. What's fontaine in English? Anyone educate me? Anyways, we have glass here, so there is no risk of falling out of here. We can just stand here and watch the sea level. Isn't that quite nice? Wow, that's so much to look at and take in. Oh no, sorry to disturb you. So we had a personnel sitting there and, you know, dealing with some matters. Anyways, I don't think I missed anything, but there we have it. The Stridsjacht. Definitely the aesthetic winner. That's such an amazing amount of detail. I think we'll be seeing this ship as a studio no matter what. And if its combat performances are acceptable, it might even be put into the AoG second chapter Frontier Fleet for our Nether campaign. So, very nice indeed. We have now looked at all of the ships, and with one exception, just one tiny little block that we removed, all of them are now approved.
Next up, we'll do the ship trials and test them against the original Slabman design. So stay tuned for that.